Greetings. This is Escape from Trucking. My name's Casey. I've been a trucker for 7 years, and this is my channel, but me trying to transition into my own business and a different career, I guess. But that's not what this video is about. Today, I want to go back to the town car saga, I guess, because that's, for whatever reason, what drives views on this channel. I remain flabbergasted by that, but that's okay. Now, my most watched video is the video where I talked about the initial town car repair, the repair of my 2003 Lincoln Town Car, which I had just bought at the time, and I took it in, and it had timing chain and guide system, like the whole timing chain system needed to be replaced. And when all was said and done, it cost me $4,200, and that's been by far my most watched video. It's driven comments on my channel far greater than I had expected. It's driven traffic far greater than I'd expected. I guess it just kind of is what it is. So a lot of the commenters are telling me how I got extorted, I got ripped off. Maybe so. But my reaction was, well, okay, it wasn't just the time. I didn't do all that work. All that $4,200 wasn't just the timing chain. It was several other things that needed to happen. And, you know, maybe you're not accounting for all of those things. And maybe once you realize all the things that went on in this repair job, maybe you wouldn't think it was so bad. I mean, that's been, I guess, how I felt about the matter since doing this. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. I'm going to go straight into the paperwork, and I'm going to give you a closer look so you can see exactly what happened and then make a judgment. Was I ripped off? Did I get extorted? Let's take a look. I'll show you the receipt. And you know, I'm not really good at privacy editing, so I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm just going to show you the document. Okay, much better. All right, so this is it. Not sure if you can see this too well, but the total cost of the I'll go over it. If you can't see it, I'll go over it. And let me get my pen. Here's my pen. Okay. Timing cover removal for the noise, the inspection of the noise. They did a performance testing for 170. Noise and vibration performance testing. And the timing chain kit replacement. The total cost for the timing chain kit replacement was $2,370, okay? And I don't know, is that just the part? It might be. And let's see. That was the cost for the replacement, and then the timing cover removal was another $1,623. All right, and we'll take a look at everything that entailed. I think once you see all the other stuff that was done, you might have a different opinion about this. Maybe, or I don't know. Maybe you don't. I don't know. So the removal and replacing of the timing chains, tensioners, and guides was $917. There was the gasket, the pump assembly, $160, the seal assembly, $47, the bolt, the ring, gasket, arm tensioner, tensioner, guide chain, coolant, engine sealant, and then the synthetic blend. See, that included an oil change, obviously, and it included a new water pump, so that was another $160. It also, this whole job included, they also found a fluid leak in the engine, and they did a degreaser test for $80 to find that. And, you know, thankfully that wasn't really a big deal. That was an easy fix. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, with the timing chain kit replacement, I got several other things with that, which include the oil change It included the coolant, the radiator fluid that was swapped out, and also I got a new water pump out of it. Okay, so yes, and in addition to that, they did a degreaser test on the fluid leak too. So, you know, the total cost came out to, when you include the timing chain, I'll write this down. It also included water pump, oil change, and the radiator fluid change, or they call it coolant, plus a degreaser test, I think that's what they called it, to find the oil leak in my engine, which was an easy fix and an easy repair. All of these things together, not just merely the timing chain, guidance, and tensioner system, all these things together came out to $42.83. Okay, so I mean, did I get ripped off? I guess that's I don't know. I mean, did I? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. I feel, here's how I feel. I feel like this I feel like this repair was rather high end. I went to kind of a high end shop, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But I don't know. I don't really feel like I got ripped off. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. It's possible. But I feel like it was expensive, and I feel like it was pricey, and I hate to sound like a fool, and some of you might think of me as this for saying this, but like, it was educational for me. I learned a lot. I have not gone to this place since then, and I've needed a lot of other things done on this town car, as I've mentioned in other videos. I haven't gotten it done in this at this location. Just to help you understand, I am not from here. I moved to East Texas about 3 years ago. Was it 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years. Yeah, about 3 years ago I moved here. And when I moved here, I was an over-the-road truck driver. So I didn't really move here. I just bought a house here, and I occasionally spent a little bit of time in that house. But really, until 2023, I was away. Really, almost 2024, I was not living here. And as we speak today, it's November 2025, just about. Okay, so I was new to this town. I didn't really know it very well. And so I went to a name brand mechanic shop that is well known and has a reputation for being high quality. What I didn't know at the time was that it was on the rich end of town. Anyone who's familiar with Tyler knows that the south end of Tyler, below the 323 belt, is the ritzy area of town. It just felt to me like the safest area of town. It felt to me like the most bougie section of town. I don't know. I guess I just felt more comfortable there. So I went there to get my mechanics work done. But it's now I know that that's the wealthier section of town, and I understand now that mechanic shops and mechanic shops on that end of town are pretty expensive. They upcharge, and I'm sure that this place upcharges quite a bit as well. So that's the context of it. If you care. Since then, I don't go to mechanic shops on the south end of town. I've been living here in the Tyler area for a couple of years now. I'm a lot more familiar with it. I'm a lot more familiar with some of these shops. I'm a lot more familiar with the city itself than I was when I just moved here. And I went elsewhere. I have another full service auto mechanic shop that I go to frequently now. And I found that their prices were probably about 10 to 15% less than what this one here charged. For the transmission servicing that I got done on my town car, I went to a transmission specialist, and I found that their prices were about 15 to 20%, about 15% less than what Shop A, we'll just call them Shop A, what Shop A charged me. So, like I said, it's been educational. I do plan on doing more, some basic, very basic mechanical stuff on the car by myself, doing it myself, and, maybe that'll save me some money. But since then, that's what's happened. I just wanted to update you guys because you make all kinds of comments in that one, and, I just wanted to follow up on it, I guess. I know somebody commented that I look like I have more money than mechanical knowledge, and that's true. And I also, I considered that to be a compliment, actually, even though it probably wasn't meant to. But I don't know, man. Like, this wasn't meant to be a Panther platform town car YouTube channel, although I feel like that's kind of what it's becoming. This channel was originally meant to be to chronicle my attempt to escape from trucking, and hardly anybody watches those videos, and that's okay. I'm not surprised by that particularly. I mean, who sits down on YouTube to watch a middle-aged guy try to change careers? It's not particularly interesting, and for some reason, I found I've kind of caught the bug for these Panther platform cars. I got one myself, and for some reason, that's where the interest is in this YouTube. I don't understand it, but that's where we're at, and I guess I'm going to keep making Panther platform content, so that's cool. Just an update on my 03 town car, I guess. We'll go downstairs. Hold on. There we go. I decided to once we're done with the receipt, I decided to come down to the garage for the remainder of this video. Just to update on my town car, it's had a little more deferred maintenance that I've taken care of. I've since taken it on 2 road trips, and those have been fantastic road trips. I've chronicled that in other videos too. I just took this thing to Plano, which is a suburb north of Dallas. As far as the town car itself goes, I've said this before in previous videos, and I'll say it again. It was probably a mistake to buy. My original thesis was that this would be a good investment because it would over time appreciate in value, because it's kind of an analog car, which is becoming increasingly hard to find these days, and with the new cars being what they are, and all the wonky technology that's both expensive and unreliable, I felt like people would look to cars like these and kind of get nostalgic over it. What I didn't foresee was how much money I would have to put into getting this car back up to snuff. So was it a successful investment? No. I'm taking a loss on it. and I might well continue to take a loss on my town car. But I will say the overall thesis of this, I think so far, is correct. And it might continue to be. When I bought this town car and I registered the insurance for it, the insurance company put the actual cash value of my vehicle at $4,000 in 2024 when I registered it. When I renewed my insurance this year, I was very interested to see that the actual cash value of this town car is now up to $6,700. So as far as the overall thesis of it, I think I might end up being right. it has appreciated in value. And in addition to that appreciation, it has provided reliable transportation for me. And it's been nice to drive, and well, it hasn't been a good backup car, but it is a backup car, and that is, there's a certain peace of mind to that as well. So, it might still end up being, I hasten to say, I'm a bit sheepish to say that it's worth it, but it is doing what it was supposed to do. So anyway, I don't want to waste any more of your time. Thanks for watching. More updates on the town car, I guess, as time goes. See you for now.